January 13th, 2023. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. And it's a doozy. I had a comment back from an old video a while back, 26 minutes ago. And first thing I'm going to start out with is we have massive drug dealing on this 47th Street anymore. Independence let them put a recovery meth lab down here by the old Strike and Spare. People don't want to address this, okay? And they're trying to badmouth me about certain things, saying that I'm wrong about certain things. There was I don't know if it was a guy or a woman that went in and supposedly got into the records, and supposedly one of these ambulances that came out here on this street up here at the top of the hill, just before you get to Chrysler, there was an ambulance, okay? And supposedly they called the ambulance for a homeless person, supposedly. Well, I got footage showing another time that this ambulance was there too. And I have multiple videos of these incidents taking place. Now, I'm going to show you what all this brings in when they're on this meth. We're not just talking just weed. We're talking meth and other different things. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to play this. This was a guy who was slamming his head. I don't know if you guys can see this. I want to see if you can.
I mean, some of these people are drugged up and high.
Let's see if I can get it here, guys. But don't you just feel sorry for that guy there? I've been out here 55 years. I've never seen multiple ambulances and fire trucks day in, almost and day out, going up and down East 47th Street here. Lived here all my life.
Eyes open, guys. Stay safe out there.
So now we're going to address this. I'm going to show this ambulance at this house at a different time period too. Supposedly, so what was the ambulance doing up there at that time? And I have another one also at the top of the hill. Kansas City, Missouri basically, there was some police up there at the very top of the hill. They had two guys in handcuffs on the ground that they took away. This is way back. All these are rental properties. All have been bought up. And not all good. Now, you know, Independence competed with out there in LA one time about the meth. So, we ain't going to turn no blind eye about any of this stuff. It don't matter what's written down. I'm showing video of what's going on here. And if it was just a homeless gentleman that they did take in, well, that's great. But the problem of it is, it's not just the homeless. A lot of them are druggies. A lot of them are on drugs over here. They don't want to hear that. And especially the other ones that have bought the houses over here trying to rent them out. They don't want that. No, we need to let everybody know what's going on. Because it's not normal. Now, Kansas, I didn't do a Google search. I'm just guessing from Blueview up here from where I'm at, about midway between Chrysler and Northfleet. I'm guessing 3, maybe 5 miles down the road is that, I think that's Kansas City, Missouri up there, where they come from. I don't understand that either. Because Independence has got their own fire deal here. I think it's off 39th or whatever. Why is Kansas City, Missouri always running to Independence? But maybe they just kind of flip-flop back and forth for the areas, which one's the closest. Now, I got some footage. I can go back to my dash cam today. And, I was out at the thrift stores. Oh, well, next thing they'll be saying that I was looking for AMR. Well, I had 3 AMRs today. And I'll get that dash cam footage and let you guys see what in Independence was going on from Nolan Road to 23rd Street. One AMR vehicle even turned its siren on just to get through an intersection just so they could get over here to a Quick Trip. And I can show it, guys. Hey, I'm looking for it. That's just what they do. But we're going to get on there. I want to show this, and I want to show this information. I don't have no reason to lie or show any bad footage. So hold on, guys. Okay, guys. This was back on December 21st, 2022. And it says, see, this was when they had just posted 7 minutes ago, but like I say, it's been probably 30 now. A male in his 40s, not even associated to this address, and whom the resident at that address didn't even know, approached the caller and asked him to call an ambulance because he had been out in the cold all night. Presumable a homeless person. The temperature that night into the morning at 7:52 a.m. The time this call was dispatched to AMR Independence Fire ranged from 32 to 35 degrees. You should probably try to access public records like I've done for 20 years to get the facts before posting these crazy, ridiculous assumptions. Well, I'm sure I just assumed that guy beating his head on the street out there was just an assumption. I'm just crazy, right, guys? You literally ranted for 11 minutes and 43 seconds, all because a homeless guy was cold. Approached a stranger and asked him to call an ambulance. Okay, now this house, I'm going to show there's another ambulance at a different time here. I'm sure it was probably just another homeless person they were trying to help, right, guys? Now, hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back again. Now, this is February 10th, 2022. Back on 47th Street, Chrysler again. And it's even backed in up there. Maybe it was just another homeless person. I don't know. But I know one thing. 47th Street here is like a battlefield anymore when it comes to this stuff. Now hold on. Okay, guys. Now this isn't the same house on up. But this is on up the street, still in Independence. Rental properties up there. This is also where a lot of this activity also goes on. And this is also, they were doing lots of other things, from stripping cars, doing other different stuff and everything else. But this is where my imaginary idea of 2 gentlemen sitting out on the grass, handcuffed too, up there. Now, I don't know if this was an incident or not, because there's been so many. I mean, I've videoed probably over 50 incidents here in the last couple of years, and this is insane. But it don't bother me. I'm just showing it. Why I show this is to try to keep all this riffraff down and all this bad stuff going on. You know, I mean, do you have ambulances and fire trucks going up and down your street every night almost and blaring? Well, I mean, it's one thing if you lived real close to a fire station or something, but I don't live that far. I live pretty far, 3 to 5 miles away. I mean, and they always come in this direction. We used to occasionally have like a car wreck or, maybe a fire, but this is not that. And how about the other videos where I posted AMR sitting down there off to that other house? They were up there. They were hanging up there at that money deal up there across from the trailer court. And people were walking around the AMR. I mean, BS. And that's BS. Let's just deal with what's real and what's video shown. Now, anything can be written down. But, like I say, if you want people going up and down your street, slamming their heads into the ground and doing all that, you go right ahead and do that. I don't like that myself. I don't want them in my yard. I mean, in the last couple years, this next door neighbor on the right side of me, there was a church group that got into it and ended up killing a person. And they were laying 8 feet from my property line. And that was a church group. Oh, that's saying a lot, isn't it? I mean, lots of different things go on here. I mean, these houses over here, like I say, there's 11 people living in one house, 7 living in another. And I mean, this stuff is insane. And it just brings more bad stuff. But hold on. Now remember, this is a comment just come up for December 21st, 2022 up there. And it was just a homeless guy. Well, also I'm going to address something else here about Chrysler and 47th Street South here. There's a house on that corner where there was a lot of drug stuff going on. There was people staggered around, and these were all age groups. There was whites, there was blacks up there. They were smoking bongs, and this was before some of the weed was even legal. And here you go again. And on the other side of this, on Chrysler, going on up west of past Chrysler here on 47th Street South, 2 times in a row, there was one guy that was just sprawled out on the ground up there. And I think one time it probably came from that other house because they didn't want him, drawing attention to him because they were getting high. I also talked to Independence Police Department about this. They were aware of it. There's also vehicles that were sitting there. There's lots of different things going on. And I mean, hold on for just a second, guys. Hold on. Okay, I'm back again, guys. And this was February 10th, 2022. That's about 2 months later? Again? I don't know. But I know one thing. There's a lot of activity. The only thing it's got everybody upset is because I show it. Well, that's too bad. I've lived here all my life. I don't want them crawling around all over the place over here. That's just too bad, guys. Hold on. All right, guys. I'm back. Hopefully I addressed a little bit of it, showing that if they were only up there one time and the homeless person was only there once, what was going on again? Who knows? 2.5 months again. Anyway, I got things documented since back before the pandemic. So, that's fine. Oh, and I'll make a point to get those out today. If it caught on the dash cam, I'll definitely be posting some of that, guys. There was a fire truck that also passed too over there. I just thought it was really weird. There was 2 Independence police vehicles. I think that's Advanced Auto by the Mexican restaurant over there. I think that's the one closest to the right, I believe. I don't think it's AutoZone. I think it's AutoZone, then Advanced. There was 2 Independence SUVs sitting there. The AMR was sitting all the way out by Nolan Road, right by the street, parked in the parking lot. And then there was a big fire truck in front of the auto parts store with its lights on. Beats me. Don't worry. We'll get it out there. I wasn't going to I didn't think it was that important, but I'll definitely get it out there now. Anyway, guys, eyes open. Have a good one.